you doing here? I didn't expect to see you today. Wow. Nice to see you. Well, I guess what are we going to talk about today? Well, today, oh god damn, it's hot. I guess we could talk about the weather. God knows I don't talk about the weather. I don't ever talk about the weather unless there's some sort of metaphor involved. Which, you know. Hot weather. Well, since I'm winging it, could talk about how things have heated up lately. I mean, seems like, spiritually speaking, what is happening? My God, I've been feeling the charge. It does, it feels really like, what's the word? Kind of powerful, kind of, what is the best way? It's been feeling spiritually charged, or like charged with some sort of, it's something in the air, you know? I should probably turn on a light or something so you can see me. Yeah, well, I've been feeling pretty spiritually charged. And I guess we could talk about what that means to me and what I do when I'm feeling all charged up, and how do I deal with all that energy. Because, to be honest, sometimes, I guess it's something about that energy and all of the spark that charges me up. My dog's coming in. She wants to be in the video. Let's put her in here too. Yeah, I guess all of the spark. It's all sort of a lot. It's a lot to deal with, and a lot of times when I'm feeling overwhelmed or just foggy or frizzly, or I don't know what the fucking word is, kind of supercharged. Back to it. Supercharged. That's where I left off. When I'm feeling supercharged, I do quite a few different things. Talked already about how art, I transmute energy with art, drawing, singing, especially karaoke. A lot of times I watch YouTube. That's what kind of gave me the idea to do this, because YouTube is like, seems to be like my best friend. So like, since I watch a lot of YouTube, maybe I could contribute a little bit also. How do I know how to do what I want to do my channel on? I don't know. I think I'm just going to hang out with you and see where it goes. Some days I transmute energy with tarot cards. Some days I create art. Some days I go to karaoke. Some days I just walk with my dog in nature, sit in my hammock. To be honest, I really wing it. But there wasn't a whole lot of winging it when I was coming up through and trying to figure out what to do with all my squirrely feelings. I guess the first time I got squirrely was probably back when I gave up crystal meth. That was a little tough. Took me like 8 or 9 months before I decided to get out of my pajamas. Yeah, well, luckily that was quite a few years ago. Not that I'm far off now. I mean, a lot of times I alter clothing paint a shirt, paint a coat, bleach a coat, bleach a pair of shoes, create a head fucking wrap. I even sew by hand. Not very good, I might add. But tarot's fun. Tarot makes me laugh and feel kind of connected, like someone's watching. And you know, since none of us know if anyone is actually watching, it's fun to choose to believe there is. At least for me. As I was saying, I like to choose to believe that there's something else. You know, something greater than me, bigger than me. I don't know. Sometimes it feels good to think about it. And then I remember when I was younger, first time I met a man of the cloth. Dude scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I went to a family type, I don't know what the hell it was, some sort of family something. Oh, that's what it was. My great aunt Emma's birthday, 108. And it was at her sister's house, who was like 101. Yeah. And everybody was upstairs. And I was just running around looking for candy. And my great-grandmother, she always had this candy drawer, but I couldn't reach it. I'm not very tall. Still. Well, I finally found her, and I got some candy. And I was running back upstairs to be with everybody at the party. And at the top of the stairs was, what I learned later, was a priest. I'm not against any sort of sacred or secular belief at all. I'm in support of all of them. But for me, that dude scared the shit out of me. I asked him, I said, "What are you doing? Why are you wearing that?" He said, "Well, I'm a man of the cloth." The fuck does that mean? A man of the cloth? I'm a woman of the cloth now. But anyway, I asked him, what did that mean? The fuck, why would you tell that kid that? Anyway, I'm being judgmental. For story's sake. This is all for the story. I probably didn't even think any of those things. I probably just said, what? Huh? But, so here I was, asking him what he meant. And he said that he works for God. Yeah. He works for God. Now, I was under the belief we all worked for God. And I wasn't called a man of the cloth. So, nonetheless, to humor him, I asked more questions. I said something to the effect of, "Oh, so what does he have you do?" And he said, "Well, I help people, and I talk to people." I said, "Oh, so you're a grocer? You work at the grocery store?" He said, "No, I work at the church." Now, I've been to one or two churches. We weren't a churchy family, but we weren't anti-churchy people either. And I said, "But I never seen anybody at the church wearing what you're wearing. They don't usually wear that." And he's like, "Well, it's a specific kind of church." I said, "So it's a kind of church I haven't been to before?" He said, "Oh, sounds like it." And I thought, wow, okay. What kind of church? He said, Catholic. And I said, no, I haven't been to one of those. He said, well, we do things maybe a little differently than some other churches. I said, oh, like, you have a different God? He said, I don't think so, but I guess it's possible. And I said, well, I don't know. If God made me wear weird clothes like that, I'd quit. And I ran off. Later that day, my grandmother came up to me and said, I saw you talking to the priest. I said, yeah, he's weird. He wears weird clothes. She said, yeah, I think so too. So why does he wear them? He's like, well, it has to do with his beliefs. And that was the extent of the beliefs talk I had as a kid. Nobody ever really talked much about anything else. Some weird shit going on around me. Like, can you hear that horn? About 2 hours ago, I heard that horn. And I didn't hear it for a while. And now when I started recording again, it's going on and off. Yeah. Wonder if it's the man of the cloth. Could be his car. Anyway. Beliefs. I thought it's interesting that my grandmother said it just has to do with his beliefs. And that was that. She didn't say that's what you should believe. She didn't say that's what I believe. She said, I guess it just has to do with his beliefs. So, I implore you to think about what you believe. Ooh, finally, we get a card. Stillness. There's a lot of shuffling for stillness. Can you see it? I don't know. I can barely see a damn thing. The lighting in here is kind of crappy. I gotta work on that. Or not. But stillness. Looks like a stork or some pelican. Oh, let me see what this is. Stillness. Let's look it up together. See what this bird has to do with what's going on. I don't even, it's not a swan. Alright, so I found it. It's a heron. I knew that. I just couldn't think of the damn word. And I knew it wasn't a frickin' swan. I'm obviously, fairly new to reading cards. I think these are like oracle cards. These are actually, they're oracle guidebooks, so they're oracle cards. The Wild Mystic, which it's fun because, I like nature. I love all that nature stuff, so it kind of, I don't know, it's nice. So the heron, stillness. Here we go. See what we got. This card represents stillness and serenity. Unlike Bear, page 28, who inspires physical rest, the Heron card signals psychological and spiritual rest. The Heron is a fishing bird who relies on stillness to catch prey. As they wait patiently in a calm pond, the water becomes glassy and still. Their balance upon their stalk-like legs inspires harmony, centering, and tranquility. The card urges you to stop and take a moment to center yourself. It's a card for meditation, mindfulness, reflection, and grounding. Guess I should have went on a walk for our talk today. A little nature. Of course, it was raining and hot as balls. Tomorrow, we'll go for a walk. We'll chat outdoors. Maybe in the park. In Korea, the heron is a symbol of grace and transcendence above the mundane world. Yeah, 3D Matrix is pretty mundane. A heron on the ground is associated with earth and waters around them. But as they take flight into the boundless air, they transcend the physical. If you have been too grounded in the material or focused on the physical, then this card urges you to look higher. If the bodily reality and the situation is too definite and painful right now, focusing on mental journeys might be safe and healing. Out-of-body experiences, visualization, and higher consciousness may be calling to you as ways. I'll start that sentence again. I got rudely cut off. At least the car's not honking at me anymore. Out-of-body experiences, visualizations, and higher consciousness may be calling to you as ways to get through the present situation. So you're going through it, maybe. I know I am. This card may also represent those born under the Western zodiac sign of Aquarius. And we are in the age of Aquarius now, as of the end of last year. Seems fitting. Element: air, water, flora, cypress, reed, lily of the valley, and magnolia. Stones: moss agate, blue calcite, chrysocolla, and jade. Spellwork: promoting inner calm and peace, quelling fear and doubt. Pretty cool. Stillness, mindfulness. Yeah. Every so often we'll put a card together. I've got like 8 decks. I got some actual tarot. I've got a lot of oracle cards. I'm waiting for my favorite tarot card deck to come back from my friend Grace. In the meantime, we'll do some oracles actually we're just going to do one card today and pretty much done for that day. I'm going out with some friends tonight for someone's 60th birthday. How exciting. Yeah, I hope I make it to 60. Yeah, well, don't we all? So anyway, I'll be thinking of you. I'm going to do a little meditation for about 20 minutes. Sending you lots of love. Reminding you that you're not alone. And, I'll be wishing you well. So I love you. Stay well. And I'll say my woman of the cloth prayers for you. Have an excellent rest of your day. I hope this was fun for you. I had a blast. We'll do it again. I'll get more creative.